into business. And I believe that when Joseph passed, Jesus became the carpenter that was teaching how and working, amen, and providing for the family up until his time of departure, because the next time Mary asked Jesus that they had ran out of wine at the wedding, and Jesus turns and says, "Woman, it is not my time." Amen. But he goes on in what? Obedience to whom? His mother. And the Bible says that he touches and anoints the water and turn it into wine. And they say, "This is the best wine." God help me. That they've saved for the last. In this, Jesus now is telling Mary, "Mother, I gotta go. But as I leave, I'm going to put you into a good friend's hand. One that's going to take care of you because he loves me." Amen. And he says, he goes on, he says, "Woman, behold thy son." And he says to the disciple, "Behold thy mother." John, I'm putting my mother in your hand because I know you love me. And the word behold means to look at, to view. Mary turns and looks at John. And John looks at Mary. And behold thy mother, behold thy son. And the Bible, amen, that I found out that this he entrusted into John's hands because he knew that John would take care of his mother, because John had a love for Jesus. And he gave him this commandment, and John, amen, was employed right then on the spot, amen, to continue working and take care of Mama Mary. Amen. And in the study it says that Mary lived another 11 years in John's house, and John took care of Mary until her death. Some folks, you want mama to always give to you, but you don't never want to give to mama. Don't wait till Mother's Day to take mama out. Don't wait. Amen. You know, so many. I seen this with my aunt. Children getting locked up and putting her house up, putting this up, and putting that up. Amen. So she can hire an attorney for her children. Amen. But I got news for you. There have been a whole lot of mothers that have lost a whole lot of things trying to keep their children out of trouble. Amen. And you know, sometimes just training up children, amen, every child ain't gonna go straight. Amen. Some children just gonna go astray. Amen. But we look and here is mother, here is John, takes care of Mary, and he goes on, and as we look, oh, what a joy it is to be a servant for the Lord. John takes care of Mary like his own dear mother until the very end. Now has died and went on to glory. But what we fail to realize, many of us today, is that it says in Proverbs 23rd chapter and 22nd verse, "Despise not thy mother when she is old." Come on now. You ought not wait till mama get old. Amen. To show some love. Show her some love while she's alive. I've done many funerals, and a whole lot of folks wanted to go home with mama. But if you had done what you were supposed to do while mama was yet alive, amen, you wouldn't be trying to jump in the casket. Amen. I want to tell you, love her while she's alive. Now I got news for some fathers in here. One of the things I always, people ask me, they said, what are you getting your wife, amen, for Mother's Day? And this is always my natural response. She's not my mother. And they look at me and they say, what? I said, she's not my mother, but she is the mother of my child. And if she's the mother of my child, I have to treat her like the woman God gave to me. She is a precious person. Amen. And if a woman can bear your child, amen, you ought to love her like a mother. Amen. You ought to want to make sure that she has everything that she needs. Amen. Amen. I always tell men, when you get them from the house, how did you take them from the house? All right. Amen. What was she accustomed to when you married her? If she come from a house where they didn't have anything, then you ought to make sure, amen, that you treat her like you would treat your own dear mother. Amen. Making sure that you provide a roof over her head, clothes on her back, that you, amen, come on now, amen, that you will make sure, amen, that you're going to give her the very best that you can, or die trying. All right. Who can find a virtuous woman? I'm almost done. But too many our young folks, amen, we want so much, but we're willing to give so little. All right. Amen. Don't just wait for Mother's Day. Mother's Day may not come 2012. All right. You made it to 2011, but it may not come 2012. All right. Amen. So you got to give them their flowers while they are living. Amen. Yes. Well, church, I'm reminded of an old story. It said once upon a time there were two little boys growing up, and the mother worked from can to can't, trying to provide for these two little boys. Lo and behold, as she tried, one boy was always getting in trouble. The other boy was a smart young man. That young boy that was always getting into trouble seemed like mama was always at school. If it wasn't one thing, it was another. The good son stayed in school. Education was on his agenda. As time would have it, the boys grew up and grew apart. One boy found himself sitting down and locked up most of the time. The other boy went on and got his education. After getting he became a very well-known doctor. The other son was incarcerated. That old young boy found a young lady that was just right for him. A very well-educated young lady. And he goes on by saying he takes her to be his wife. Takes her to meet his mom, and mom looks at her and just kind of nods her head. That young boy goes on and marries that young lady and tells her, he said, you know, I sure miss my mama. And the lady says, why don't you tell your mama, come on and live with us. We got this great big house and all these rooms. And that woman came and she lived with that young boy and his wife. And they began to have children, and grandmama walking around the house, amen, helping them take care of the children. But as the children got older, that wife went to that husband and said, husband, your mama has gotten old now. She uses incorrect English around the children. And she does and says things that ought not be said. And we're trying to give our children the best education that we possibly can. And that young man says, well, baby, what do you want me to do? She said, well, I think it's about time we put mama in a nursing home. Where she can get the very best care. And while that son went and talked to that mother, told that mother, well, mama, my wife and I decided that you need some 24-hour care. And we're going to put you in a nursing home where they can care for you properly. That mother looks and said, I don't want to go to the nursing home. But he says, Mama, that's the best place for you. So they loaded up all Mama's luggage and puts her in that town car. Yeah. And as the son gets ready to back out of the driveway, here comes a cloud of dust coming down the road. Yeah. And that cloud of dust catches them right as they pull out, and out steps an old gray-headed young man. Yeah. Looked like time had beaten him up. Looked like he had not eaten in a while. Yeah. He walks up and gives his brother a hug. Walks up and said, brother, what's going on? Yeah. He said, well, you know, Mama done got old and foggy now. And we thought that we just take her to the nursing home where they can best take care of her. Yeah. He walks over and opens the door and looks in the back seat. Yeah. Looks and says, Mama, it is me. The mother, with tears in her eyes, just looks and bows her head. Yeah. He said, Mama, I don't have a 5-bedroom house. All I live in is a 1-room shack. But Mama, come on and go home with me. He said, Mama, I don't drink bottled water, but I drink water from a faucet. Come on and go home with me. Mama sits there with tears in her eyes. He said, Mama, I want to also tell you, I don't eat steak, and sometimes I don't even get ground meat. But I do have some beans in a can. Come on and go home with me. And he said, Mama, I don't have a washer nor a dryer, but I have a number 3 tub and a scrub board. Come on and go home with me. And that old lady, with tears in her eyes, she looked at that old son, and her mind reminisced of all the trouble and the trials that that boy had been through. Every pain that that boy had ever carried her through. He looked at Mama, and Mama eased her way out of that old car and made her way back to the little old smoky car. And he looked at his brother and said, brother, I'm taking my mama home with me. All I'm trying to get you to see today is that you don't know who it may be, but I want to tell you that ain't God good. Because if it had not been for that old no good son, remembering who it was that was on his side, if it had not been for the no good son, remembering that Mama stuck by him when times got hard, he said, well, brother, we gotta go now. We have an urgent agenda. Amen. But the brother looked at him and said, what can you offer, Mama, that the nursing home cannot give? The nursing home will clean her up every day. The nursing home will fix her a full course meal. All you got is some beans in a can. You don't even know if you're going to live in that house next week. You don't even know if your car going to make it from one point to another. He looked at his brother and said, why don't you let me and my wife do what we've been doing? We're going to take care of Mama, and every now and then we're going to drop in and check on Mama. But that old son, gray hair from time beating him up, looking older after going through all he's been through. He said, brother, what you failed to realize, I know that you attend a big church downtown, but I want to tell you, I too have found the Lord, and I want to tell you, I visit, and I'm at the little old church around the corner. It's in walking distance. Me and Mama can walk to the church like we used to do.